Welcome back, guys, and thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Sim Factor. I am your host, SimFBallCritic, and thank you for taking some time out to spend a little time with me. Now, I don't have any gameplay to break down for you today, guys. Today, I'm just going to do a real quick video giving you my top 5 bells and whistles that I want to see incorporated into Madden NFL football from NCAA 14. Now, I say NCAA 14 because that's the most recent NCAA product. There may be other things that you guys may mention from older NCAA games. I'm not sure about all of that. Don't remember back that far. I'm going to reflect on what I'm currently seeing playing NCAA 14. All right, now there's no particular order here. Just going to throw them out at you. And of course, leave your thoughts in the comments. Give me your list. So that, I can definitely share that with the devs. All right, so here we go. First of all, what comes to mind right away is a ticker, some type of ticker that shows the score of other games and studio updates. I'll link that all together. You see that in NCAA when you're playing a dynasty, you have a ticker down at the bottom scrolling, the ESPN presentation. Now, I definitely understand that the ESPN thing may be a little conflict in terms of getting it in Madden because of the NFL and things of that nature. But I would like to see Madden do it in its own way. Maybe do it NFL Network style or what have you. There needs to be some type of ticker letting you know what's going on around the league, and also some studio updates like Reese does in NCAA. Would love to see that. Next, how about formation subs? I know some of you guys are clapping right now. We need formation subs to be able to be adjusted prior to the game start. Like in NCAA, right before kickoff, you can hit start. Find formation subs in the menu, do all of your subs, and there you have it. Currently in Madden, the only way to do it is, in the pre-play screen or whatever, the pre-play calling screen. That's cool and all, but I want to be able to go ahead and do that in the beginning, so I don't have to worry about that. My guys are always there in the nickel package or, third down package or what have you, whatever I want to do. Need those formation subs. Here's another one. We always talk about living worlds. Well, why not add the composure aspect from NCAA? The composure allows you to see some type of effect of not being at home. Some type of on-the-road effect. Where you get the squiggly lines and it's harder for your guys to run their routes or for them, for them to concentrate. We've seen in the NCAA series where the receivers, you call the audible and sometimes they're doing like this. I can't hear you. We need that in Madden because to me, living worlds is not just, visual. It's also environment, because I would say the visual part, I have to point this out, still not where I would want it to be as far as living worlds and Madden, sidelines and things like that. Visually, it's still not what I thought it would be. But also, given the other aspect, the environmental aspect of it, the environment of the crowd noise and things like that should affect what you're doing on the field. And composure actually had that. It had an element of that in NCAA. Another thing I would like to see, game plan. The game plan options that you had in NCAA. And what I'm talking about is how you can go in and make the real quick coach adjustments, on the fly, where you can tell your secondary to play aggressive or, big hits or what have you. You can adjust the linebackers, tell them how you want them to play conservative or play, a moderate style. Need to have those type of abilities as well in Madden. And last but not least, the heat check. Now, what I'm talking about is when you hit like the coach cam in NCAA and your guy's hot, he's pulsating or what have you. You can tell, feed him the ball, get the ball to him, throw him the ball or what have you. I want that also to be displayed in Madden. Now, Madden currently has the hot and cold streaks, which I've been asking for quite a long time now. I want to be able to see those from a coach cam. I don't want to hit the start button and have to go in and look and see who's hot and who's cold. But even with the hot and cold streaks, I also want to add that element that was in NCAA where maybe the guy's pulsating so you can tell this guy's hot. Go to him. As well as I want that to be on the defensive side of the ball. Maybe there's a defensive player who's having a great game. He's broken up 3 passes. Or, he's locking down his receiver. Maybe that's how you can take it a step further. Put that futuristic style, to it. And I say futuristic, I mean like the current style instead of taking from what was done a couple years ago. Maybe you could take it a step further where, the DB is not allowing a catch, hasn't allowed a catch through 3 quarters. He's hot now. So maybe you could quickly look and see who's having a great game. Maybe you have a linebacker who has 15 tackles. I know that's a little exaggerated, but you guys understand what I'm saying. So I want to see it on both sides of the ball. I want to be able to hit the coach cam and quickly see if my guy's hot or cold, and maybe put some extra effect on it like NCAA where the guy's pulsating. Little stuff like that. I know that's not gameplay, guys, but to me, those are the bells and whistles that kind of, it kind of enhances gameplay and enhances your experience. And those are just some of the things I would like to see. One last thing, I know I said top 5, but one little small thing as well that I would like to sneak in there is the live weather feed. The live weather feed was great. It was actual, based on, your internet connection, as well as taking it a step further, along with the live weather feed, I want the weather, of course, to affect gameplay, which we even heard from Rex Dixon himself. Those type of bells and whistles, dynamic weather and such, will be after they, feel like they really have the core nailed down. But that's just an extra one. So little things like that, again, guys, like I said, man, to me, those are some of the bells and whistles that NCAA had that Madden needs to definitely incorporate in the very near future. All right, guys, that's all I got for you today. Leave your thoughts, leave your comments, and give me your list. Give me your list as well. All right, and what the heck, hit the like button. All right, guys, until next time, let me know what you think. Once again, guys, thanks for coming by. And if you want to interact with me live, head on over to Sim Standard Radio every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, along with Smitty and Azure Effect. The call-in number for the show is down in the description. Now, of course, for more content, go ahead and click the link above. And before you go, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. All right, guys. Until next time, lights out.